Welcome to another Meadowbrook Ministry Moment. My name is Pastor Aaron. Back in the book of Numbers, Moses and the people of God had just realized that because of their lack of faith, God was not going to allow them to go into the promised land. They were sent back out into the desert for 40 years. And when they left, they started to do what a lot of us do when we don't get our way. They started to complain. But they didn't complain against God, who made that decision. They began to complain against the leaders of their group, mainly Moses. And they were complaining against Moses, saying, "Why did you take us back out here in the desert?" Being very upset. And God was going to teach them a lesson during this moment. He sent snakes into their camp, and people were starting to get bitten. I'm imagining during the night, maybe, when they couldn't see them. And some of them were even dying from these snake bites. The people realized that who they were really sinning against was not Moses, but really God, when they complained against Moses. And so Moses went to God and asked, "God, is there any way to help your people, the people that you've promised to be with?" And God asked Moses to do a very particular, interesting thing. He asked Moses to make a bronze snake and place that onto a pole and lift it up, and all anyone had to do is look at it and they would be automatically healed. What God was trying to teach them was faith. He was trying to teach them that no matter what, their dependency had to be on God and not on what they could do or what they couldn't do. They had gotten so disgruntled by what they couldn't have that they began to take that out on the people that God had given them. And because of that, God was trying to teach them, you have to trust me. You have to put your faith in me. And He showed that to them once again as He healed them. Jesus references this story as He was sitting down with a religious leader named Nicodemus in John chapter 3. You can look it up in John chapter 3, verse 14 and 15. Everyone knows John 3:16, but this is the very verse that precedes John 3:16. Jesus says, just like the snake that was lifted up in the desert when those people were healed, He needed to be lifted up or exalted, and all we had to do is look to Him and He would heal us. You see, you and I have committed sin. We have done wrong. When God has given us the promises that He's given us, we, out of our lack of faith or trust in Him, turned away and we have sinned, looking for other things to satisfy us. But God has provided a way through His Son Jesus. He has lifted up, put Him upon a cross, and as we've looked upon Him in faith, He has brought healing to you and I. But that word lifted up is very interesting to me, because a lot of times, sometimes, especially in today's cancel culture, we want to tear things down. We want to tear the things that don't agree with what we think they should be. We want to tear down the things that don't align with what we want. And can I tell you today, you can't tear down Jesus. You can't tear what He's trying to accomplish down. And the more we fight against it, the more we're going to lose out on what He has for us. Here's the beautiful thing. If you were to lift Him up, lift up what He believes in, lift up what He has said, lift up the statements He has made. Jesus said later in John that all men would be drawn to Him when we lift Him up, when we exalt Him. So I encourage you today, first, find healing in the name of Jesus. Look to Him and know that He is with you. But also, secondly, lift up the name of Jesus today. Don't be ashamed to lift up His name and what He proclaims, and allow everyone to look upon Him and be healed as well. Be encouraged today, walk in faith, and know that He is with you.
Thank you for tuning in for another Meadowbrook Ministry Moment. I'm so excited you took some time out of your day to invest in our community. If you could like or comment below, we'd love for you to participate with us. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to Meadowbrook Community Church. Have a great day.